First, I must thank the Lib Dem Party for their sincere and complete support in voicing our plight to the general public. Without this support, the Gurkha voices would again have fallen on deaf ears. For nearly 200 years, we have given our best and will continue to do so. This was all done in good faith and complete trust in our British officers, only to realize, sadly, that not only have we been treated as second class for all these years, but the treatment continues today, even in the 21st century. We were serving the British government long before the empire reached its zenith, yet citizens of these later additions to what is now the Commonwealth can join our armed forces and obtain indefinite leave to remain after only 4 years service. Yet we are denied any rights even after a minimum engagement of 15 years. We are Johnny Gurkhas while in service, but from the very day we retire, we are effectively shunned, although still on Her Majesty's pension roll. The main obstruction is the so-called tripartite agreement signed in 1947 between Britain, India and Nepal during the Rana era, when the Nepalese constitution was at the Rana's whims. Much has evolved. Nepal is now a democratic country. India does not have to worry about Gurkhas not joining their forces, the main reason for drawing this treaty. In fact, the 230 who annually join the British Army are less than 1% of the Gurkhas joining the Indian Army and paramilitary forces, and the later group is not even included in the treaty. This is a vast subject, and I don't have time to go into detail. Suffice to say, this is not a seriously construed agreement as we would understand in an international treaty should be. And if made public, one and all could see why the MOD persists in grasping so desperately to this document. Much as I loathe to use the term cheap recruitment, it is all but that. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not take my word for it. Get a copy and read it. I take this opportunity to express the Gurkhas' gratitude to the Lib Dem Party, various MPs from other parties as well, the Daily Express for its sterling contribution, and most importantly, the great British public. Last but not the least, a bonus thank you to Peter Carroll, who is with us every inch and the way to in this campaign. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Great pleasure in calling Baroness Harris.
Fellow Liberal Democrats, I live in Richmond, the garrison town to Catterick Camp, the largest army camp in Europe, I'm told. For a number of years, we have been privileged to have the Gurkhas in residence there. To come and serve in the British Army, these young men give up their homes and families, and although they know exactly what they're signing up for, they may not always appreciate the extent of that sacrifice. Until they reach the rank of sergeant or above, their families, if they have one, must remain in Nepal. Many Gurkhas marry late, as they wait until their promotion or not is decided. For the vast majority of those serving, their wives and children must remain in Nepal, but their husbands will serve throughout the world on behalf of the UK. Those who are promoted, as I've said, marry late and bring their wives to England. Their children are born here, educated here, and are raised here. They have no first-hand knowledge of Nepal, At the end of their father's service, they must return to Nepal, irrespective of their desire to do so and ignoring the educational and social needs of their families. We deny Gurkha children born here the right of citizenship because the pensions payable to a retired Gurkha would not enable them to live in the UK. This is a national disgrace. Gurkhas and their families are loyal to a fault. They're kind, gentle people, in spite of being one of the most feared fighting forces in the world. Within our small rural community, they are seen as polite, respectful, helpful, trustworthy, and totally reliable. In Richmond, they have helped with many community projects and have supported groups of youngsters and schools on a regular basis. They are an example to us all in accepting the unjust fate dealt to them by successive governments over many years. They have shown that they respect their word and that they value their service and role. They have served us without fail. It is now our turn as a nation to express our gratitude in a just and measurable manner. Fellow Liberal Democrats, please support this motion.
Thank you very much, Angie. Would Paul Keach please stand by to summate? I now call Councillor David Simpson from Aldershot.
Conference. I come from actually Hart District. The microphones are off. Are they on yet? Do you want me to shout? I come from Hart District. The Gurkhas were stationed in Hart District for many years at Church Crookham, which is very close to Aldershot. The Rushmore Borough Council Liberal Democrats and Hart Liberal Democrats have selected me to say why they are part of our community. They have been part of our community for many years. They have lived with us. I was selected. I receive a war disability pension. My war disability pension is more than their pension for serving our nation, even though many have served 20 plus years. That is a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. They're treated as third-class citizens by this country. If you look to my left and my right, you will see freedom, fairness, trust. Freedom is here for each and every one of us because of the men in front of me and their brethren who fought for our country to give us the freedom to talk to each other